these young people, they got on the phone. I'm like, how do you read that? It's like, I found it bigger. So I got a piece of paper. So I had this speech written for a year. I think I edited it like 100 times. So we went to a wedding in Bermuda just a couple weeks ago, and Father Greg, he gave a speech that was unbelievable. I was like, I'm thinking, how am I going to compare that to mine? So after the wedding, you know, I said, hey Greg, man, I said, how'd you do it? 3 points. 3 points, that's all you need. I'm going 3 points. I go, 3 points. I ran home, I looked at my speech, and I was like, I got nothing. I have no 3 points, Greg. Nothing. I says, but I got a speech. So here we are. So as a father, this is a special day while preparing this. I had to keep 3 things in mind. Keep it short. Check. Emotions might be running high. Check. And write it down because of number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce some very special people here today. First, Jay and Mary Beth. And I love his bourbon collection. And drink a lot of it to his house. They have welcomed our family into theirs with open arms. We are so fortunate to have them as such wonderful in-laws. I also want to recognize all of our amazing family and friends. Your presence here today means the world to us. So many of you have been part of Jennifer and Graham's lives, and we are incredibly grateful to share this joyous occasion with you. There are some special people who couldn't be here today, but we know they are with us in spirit. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this beautiful moment. This is where it starts getting good. Graham, the day you asked me for my daughter's hand in marriage was the day I stopped worrying about who would take care of her and protect her. As you know, Jennifer has a strong personality. Embrace it. I know. Embrace it and cherish it. We are so blessed to have you in our family, and we are so happy for you to take Jennifer's hand. I've enjoyed watching you grow together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for both of you. We love you, Graham, and we know you will always take care of our little girl. Part of that strong personality that she has, there's a couple stories I gotta touch base on. She was playing soccer at a young age. I forgot she was only 8. And soccer is different for hockey people. Hockey people get the number, take the number down, and go get them. Soccer's a little bit more delicate. And my wife, I love my wife. She goes, do not do what your dad did to you in sports. I'm going, okay, I got it. So Jennifer was in line to drop the ball. And all of a sudden I saw her down the line. She's like, comparing pigtails with the other girl. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, no one's gonna see me walk down the sideline in a soccer field. And I bent over and I said, Jennifer, that's your enemy. You do not talk to her. I forgot she was only 8. She's got a little bit of that personality going on there. And then there's a couple. Fast forward here, we go to Central, and she drove in this sorority. Fire up chicks, 5'6". 5'6". Oh, that's a Greek thing going on over here. So then there was like a daughter-mother thing of it, the 5'6" thing, and all of a sudden I get a phone call. Jackie goes, "Hey, your daughter just got an award." I'm like, okay. She goes, "Yeah, it was like a paper plate award. Most likely get in a bar fight." So all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm on the phone with Jackie, and I'm thinking, God, that's my girl. In the back, I just can't believe she. Deep down inside of me, that's my girl. To my beautiful daughter, Jennifer. What a perfect day, and we are so happy for you. Oh, before I get started. So, I couldn't wait to get him out of my coat jacket here. So, before I get started, I love my wife. I never seen a woman that can make $1 out of a nickel. We had a garage sale, and Jennifer, we dressed her in such beautiful dresses. It was amazing. Jackie had her in these, just gorgeous dresses. I get out of the house, and there's a table lined up, and there's like 20 pairs of shoes. And I'm like, what are you doing? I said, what do you think? We're gonna sell them. She's not gonna. Well, one by one, I start taking the shoes and putting them in my trunk. I have no idea why. And all of a sudden, Jackie takes my car and she opens up the trunk, I guess she had groceries or whatever. And she just goes, "What are you doing with all the shoes in your trunk?" I go, "Well, how can you throw them away just to make a nickel?" So one by one, they go out on the table, and then I come back outside, and she's not looking. I gotta do stuff like that. And I took one pair of shoes and threw them in my glove box, and they made it from 1, 2 to 3 houses, and I kept on moving them because if she found them, they would have been sold for a nickel. So I wanted to bring a pair. You were cute. And I'm not gonna forget them. So back to where I started from here. What a perfect day. We are so happy for you, Jennifer. As I was preparing this speech, the reoccurring thought I had was how fast time flies. I want to hold lots of those memories when you were little. But times move forward, and this is life. I have all those memories in my heart. The daddy daughter dances, skiing at Crystal, winning all the races from you. Because I was a better skier than you. in the trips at Breckenridge, Colorado, your soccer games, and the fun times we had at Central Michigan, fire up chips. There was another story. So the other story was we were at a Central Michigan game, and I'm not going to go long after this. So we were playing Western Michigan, and Summer was, she was kind of boisterous, and we're sitting in the Western Michigan sideline on the side, and all of a sudden, Summer said something about people at Western Michigan having a second-rate education. You would have thought the mothers at Central, at Western, just rotated 360 degrees in their head, and lo and behold, it was kind of downhill from there. We had a fun time. Where's Summer? Thank you, Summer, for that. I almost got in a fight and I almost took on all the moms. Thank you. If I had one wish, it would be relieve those days. A father holds his daughter's hand for a short while, but he holds his heart. But she holds his heart forever. You are everything a father can hope for in a daughter, and I love you more than you can imagine. Jennifer, nothing will ever change. You'll be my little girl. A piece of advice. Here's the father thing coming out of me. For the both of you, put your faith in your family. Love deeply. Laugh often. Have patience with each other. Never lose sight of this. Be each other's best friend and teammate. Without that teammate, it's going to be tough. You got to have each other's back. It's the last page. It's the last page because my wife is looking at me. We are all here to support you. We love you both so much. We're excited about what lies ahead. To the new Mr. and Mrs. Graham watching.
Once again, please give it up for Dad. That was fantastic.